Hey, party people! Welcome once again to the Party of One podcast, the actual play RPG podcast where the gaming table is always set for two. I'm your host, as always, Jeff Stormer. We are ending the year the way that we always do with a very special Christmassy game with my dear friend Brandon Leon-Gambetta, and this year we've got something very, very special for you. We are playing Blood Yule. Bar the windows, bolt the doors. It's cold outside. We are returning to the accursed town of Inchwick in the grip of a fierce snowstorm, when the locals have made a pact with the wicked spirits of the winter to further serve their lord. Blood Yule is a winter-themed expansion to Bar the Windows, Bolt the Doors, which you heard us play over the summer with Adam Macias, in which players are bombarded by the spirits of the season. This is a game that I really love, and an expansion that adds genuinely a ton of really, joyful and charming, gruesome content to the game. And getting to play it with one of my best friends in the world is genuinely a blessing. You can find more information about Blood Yule at stoneshore.itch.io or check the show notes for more information. And with all that said, let's go ahead and throw it over to me in the past so that he can get started with the show. Take it past me. Thanks, future me. Words don't even describe it. I'm here with Brandon Leon-Gambetta. Brandon, thank you so much for coming back on, and Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Jeff. It is such a joy every year to be here. It's one of the things I look forward to just the most every year. You could probably line up my audio over these years, and I probably say the same exact thing because it is such a joy to be here, and it's I love it. I love it. It's so wonderful being here.
This is the time has really been hitting me lately. This is the ninth time we've done this.
I think
we did this the first year we launched the show, so I'm pretty sure this is the ninth, maybe either 8th or 9th Christmas episode that we've done together.
Yeah, it's really incredible when you start thinking where you were with different things in your life, and start looking like oh yeah, this was this many years ago. This was this many years ago. Oh. Jeff and I have been doing this for darn near a decade.
Almost a decade of these games. And I'm so so delighted that we've been able to do this all this time. Before we dive in, is there anything that you might want the audience at home to know about?
You know what? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Right. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. I designed a game. It's Pasiones Pasiones. It's a telenovela game. You heard me last year.
You heard Brandon last year. You go listen to the other 7, 8 episodes. I don't know. There's a bunch of them. Go listen to those. There's a lot of great stuff on there that you can hear about. I'm so excited because this year we are doing something very silly, very fun, very indulgent. Mm-hmm. We are playing Bar the Windows, Bolt the Doors, Blood Yule. This is a game that we've played before on the show. We featured it over the summer. And this is a holiday-themed expansion where we are going to be trapped in a haunted ski lodge, fighting off monsters that are trying to break their way in a very holiday horror energy. I'm so excited. We've pitched a very specific scenario. Brandon, what are you excited about to dig into, and what are you looking forward to in the game that we're about to play?
This is one of those things. So there's a thing that I like to talk about and say that as a game designer, the best thing to ever see is when you read a game or you see a game or you hear a game on the Party of One podcast and you say, oh, good, I don't need to write that game anymore. Because you've been wanting to write a similar game and they've done it better, right? Mm-hmm. And when Bar the Windows, when your episode of Bar the Windows came out, I don't remember, you said it was summer?
Yeah, it was over the summer.
I listened to the pitch of it and I looked at a couple of the documents, and I was like, oh, this blows out of the water a concept that I've wanted to work on for ages. It has this map thing that was a similar idea to something I was looking at, and it does it so much better. And it's such a lovely experience as a designer to do that, because then you're free because it's done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so, immediately I was like, that is a game I'm adding to, my games bucket list. And then I forgot to do that because I haven't played any games.
Sure.
And now it's oh, now I get to do it. And it's going to be great. I'm doing the Christmas thing with it. I'm so pumped.
This is great. So a little bit about the premise of the game. We are isolated, alone in the world. We should not have come here. The snow is getting heavier, and we should find some shelter. We are trapped in the unassuming. We are trapped in the unassuming backwater town of Inchwick, surrounded by forests and old industrial ruins, almost picturesque in the Christmas season. Icicles hang from ramshackle roofs, snowdrifts lurk in twisting alleyways, peculiarly colored lights shine through the cracks of shuttered windows and float into people's kitchens. Midwinter has come when we, newcomers, have stumbled upon a terrifying conspiracy. The locals are part of a strange cult, worshipping a monstrous demigod hidden in the folds of their maze-like town who grants them otherworldly powers. Now that we've discovered this, their cheerful faces turn to hatred. We cannot be allowed to survive. We will disappear like all other prying outsiders. In the deep cold of December, the Grot effigy, venerated lord of the cult of Inchwick, has allies. A compact has been made with the wicked spirits of winter. Under the cover of deep snark snow, they come for us. We must survive until the blizzard passes. We are going to fight a monster hidden in this ski lodge that lays before us as monsters break down the doorways and crawl their way inside. And here's where we would introduce our characters, and here's where I'm going to give you, the listener, the pitch that I gave Brandon. I'm so excited to be here today to present the annual Party of One Christmas episode from the ski lodge in Inchwick. They've graciously allowed us to rent out the actual lodge for a couple hours to record this wonderful podcast. I'm here with my friend, Brandon Leon-Gambetta. Brandon, thank you so much for coming on Party of One.
Oh my gosh, Jeff, thank you so much for having me here. Like, it's always such a wonderful event. It brings me such joy and just merriment. It's something I look forward to every year. I bet if you looked at the last 7 to 8 years, I'd have said the exact same thing every single recording. Because it is just something I look forward to every year, and it's such a joy.
Being here, like, in this ski lodge, you know, we've got our fireplace, we've got all of these little back rooms, there's the nice little warm chimney in front of us. It just feels special. This just feels like a special night. The snow is coming down outside. This is really beautiful. Just a magical occasion, and other than the weird noises that are coming from outside, like scratches at the door and banging on the windows, I think this is going to be a really joyful recording.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, you spent time in New Jersey. I'm living been living in Connecticut. We know winters.
Yeah. This is nothing new. You know, occasionally you see a clearly humanoid shadow in a window.
It's normal stuff. It's the Northeast. What can I say?
Northeast.
You know. God, this nog is delicious.
It's really good. Really good.
I just like not for on the meta recording. For on the I don't want to make this confusing for editor Jeff. For on the recording. I am a little concerned. I've had a couple of these nogs already. And
You're fine.
Like, you know, so we're gonna be good. We're gonna be having a good time. And all of that was intended to be on the recording. Sorry, editor Jeff.
No, I got you.
And you can include all of that. Whatever you need.
I'm feeling good. I'm great. Okay, you know what? Now that I'm looking, I am seeing increasingly human shapes outside, and I am pretty sure. Okay. And Brandon, I don't want to alarm you, but someone is trying to break into the hotel. Or the ski lodge. There's also a hotel where we could have booked a recording, and so I'm sometimes going to get them mixed up. But there is, in fact, I can see in the window that someone is trying to break in, so we should probably do something about that before we finish the recording.
Yeah. I let's take care of that.
Let's take a couple minutes. We'll wrap this up. Yeah. Strap up the wireless headset. We'll take care of this real quick. Then
Perfect.
we'll knock out the recording.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay, great. Okay, so we are in the ski lodge. We are in the main room. There is the chimney in front of us, the first possible entrance for the monsters. But we have some time to make. Too. There are so many windows, and there are two of us. But last time, Adam and I did great. We fought them off, so we might be fine. We've got some actions to take before the monsters roll up. Each turn. We each get to take one or two actions because there are two of us. There's also a third bonus action between us
Yeah.
We can choose who wants to use that action on our turn. On our turn, we're going to roleplay what we're doing. We're going to describe how we do it. And then we're going to potentially like do an action or take actions to, gather resources, bar doors, and get ready. At the end of our first round, I will flip our suit of diamonds to reveal which holiday horror is going to be terrorizing us. Our goal is to outlast that monster, and we'll describe how that's going to happen once we learn who that monster is.
Fantastic. Amazing.
Okay, let me look at my actions. There are simple actions and there are desperate actions. We have a number of desperation. Desperation is how we stay alive. It's how we hold off from being wounded. We can spend desperation to do desperate acts, or we can take simple actions for free. I think I'm going to, in the room that we're in, I'm going to start off by just gathering whatever supplies I can around us. And see where we go from there.
Oh, wow. I gotta say, I did not realize that barricade is on the desperate acts list, or I didn't remember.
You can gather the stuff to barricade,
that's so rough.
But to do it takes desperation. It's like it's not great. In fact, it's great design. I'll be clear about that, but it feels bad.
Yeah, that sucks.
Do I want to roll? So one of the things in Blood Yule is that we have a list of festive items as well as regular items, and I'm debating whether I want to roll on festive items or non-festive items. I already rolled on festive items for my other items. I'm gonna roll on apparent items here.
Okay, perfect.
That's a 12. Oh baby, that's great. We've got some medicine. That's going to be really useful for us. That's going to keep us from dying.
I gotta tell you, I don't think that's medicine though. I do think that is eggnog.
Is that
eggnog?
I'm gonna write down specifically extreme. So this is where I reveal a character choice that I have made, which was that one of my strengths is that I came prepared, which means I rolled a number of items, and one of the festive items that I rolled was sugary sweets. Which means, Brandon, I already had eggnog. I was like, there's no way I'm not reflavoring that as eggnog.
Incredible.
So, this is just particular. Now I, in fact, have 2 jars of eggnog, and one of them is just especially strong.
It's your like specialty eggnog.
Yeah.
It's the party of one specialty eggnog that you started year 1.
Yep.
And it's been,
I'm going to write down 9 year age.
9 year eggnog.
Hell yeah, I'm ready. Okay, Brandon, so I've immediately cracked a liquor cabinet, grabbed my borderline illegal eggnog, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Brandon, what are you doing for your first action?
You know what? I think all right, so we're seeing the shapes out the windows. I think that my instinct was to head for the garage. You know what? I already said I'm a couple eggnogs deep.
Do it. Do what you got to do.
That porch is like it's like a raised porch, right?
Yeah.
To look out. I think I got to move to the porch.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got to use a move action and just kind of 1, 2, and out and take a look out that porch. And so, I
think we're gonna play a little fast and loose here.
Yeah.
Because you're specifically examining outside the porch. I'm drawing a card.
Perfect. I love it.
We'll take our other 3 actions before we deploy that card on the board.
Oh, good. Yeah. Good thinking.
But I think that the play here, if you're going to the porch, is that we're going to learn who this is.
Yeah. I love that.
That is.
Yeah.
So
I untangle my cables and my wires and everything like that, and kind of like go through. I'm passing through these. I'm passing through room 4, which I think is it's like a. Let me see. Let's say that's like the kitchen there maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And going out for the porch outside.
All right, I'm gonna shuffle this deck. Give this a shuffle. Give this the best shuffle that I can give. 13 cards. Draw. We got the 7 of diamonds. What you see outside. Oh, great. Good. Fun. What you see outside. Standing. is surrounded, like, you get a glimpse of this man. White-haired, mustachioed, jovial. The kind of man that would seem a lot friendlier if his apron was not stained with blood and there were not drills and saws in his hands.
Yeah, I think there's like an immediate like, Jeff, it's a Christmas disaster. And I'm sort of like trying to like backpedal back into the building.
I'm looking at the. Hold on, I'm gonna look. I might. I'm looking at this and I'm trying to decide if I think. I don't. I'm gonna redraw here. More. I'm gonna redraw here because I don't think this is the right one for specifically for yeah, okay. I'm gonna draw again and I'm gonna take the 2 because the 2 is specifically way better for 2 people because it's gonna involve us being overwhelmed and also that one really specifically is like you need a lot of dead bodies to really get into the thing of it, and there's the 2 of us.
Okay.
So, Brandon, you look out, and the first thing, you don't see anything up front. You hear something before you see anything. You hear a giggle. And then you see tiny footprints, tiny like shoe prints, and you hear a little jingle of a bell. And you look and you see like a flash of like almost foilish green and red. And then you get the slightest glimpse of, you hear a giggle, you see a skitter of feet, the flash of an impish grin under a faded red hat, and some wickedly sharp teeth. These are the wicked elves.
Incredible. So I think like, I real life am a dad. And,
sure.
So like, you know, so I see like some little feet, some giggles. I'm used to that kind of thing. And so I kind of start like to like lean out and like there's definitely a concern on my face. Then I just see the glint of those teeth, and it's just like an immediate nope. And I'm starting to like backpedal back into the kitchen. I'm just going like Jeff.
What? Yeah. What do you got?
There's like I want to say elves, but like don't think not like cute Santa elves, like really bad situation, like really bad deal elves. Is
murder elves.
Yeah, murder elves. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, fine. Let's that's great. You know what? I mean, sure.
But
sure.
But like Santa Keebler style, not Tolkien.
Sure.
Thranduil's, yeah, not Thranduil. Yeah.
Okay, like evil Keebler.
Yeah, like Christmas themed, but like Santa. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna use I guess my next action is probably moving, right?
Probably, yeah.
I think I'm gonna get back into the kitchen. And I'm out of actions. But like, you know, like thematically starting to try to like search around for something, but just a little too overwhelmed in the minute to be effective.
I immediately I am going to draw I'm gonna plant a card here. I'm gonna plant a big black card with a white X on it in big letters to say we'll place this X. And we will make this X, this font size on this X very large. Oh, you're not gonna.
Oh, for X carding?
No. This is I have barricaded this door.
We barricaded.
So,
okay.
Yeah. I'm immediately like shoving I think I look at this big, large chimney, and I'm like, elves, Santa, chimney, and I immediately just like throw a bookshelf and the liquor cabinet in front of the chimney door. This is a desperate action, so I'm spending a desperation specifically to block off the chimney.
That is good thinking.
Now we have one more action if you want to search for items in that kitchen.
Oh yeah, you know what? Why don't I go ahead and search for items in that kitchen?
Do you want to survey for apparent items or scavenge for hidden items? We can you can only either one of those we can only use once per room. But you can spend a desperation to scavenge for better items.
Yeah. Let's scavenge for hidden items.
All right, so spend a desperation and roll a d12.
All right. And are there hidden Yuletide, or we're doing regular?
You can choose if you. I think that the festive items. It says. You can for either of those you can switch to the festive item roll. So you can choose for the festive items for either.
Perfect. I'm going to do festive.
Okay.
And as I rolled a festive 5.
That is great. Wonderful.
Oh my god.
It's really worth noting that they're the theme of so much of the things that we have in front of us to fight off these elves. Brandon, what did you find?
I rolled a bottle of brandy. So I
like the implication that this was truly like we were like we're gonna be recording a podcast, and truly it was just like, we just got a ski lodge. We're just gonna, just drink and relax for a couple days.
We have one episode to record. We got to make sure we bring at least
4 bottles of alcohol.
With 4 bottles. Great. Amazing.
For the 2 of us. Like this, like what were we?
Yeah, it's party of 1. Like
This was going to be a riotous recording, and then these elves got here, and I'm not about to let them take this away from me.
These
God
elves,
damn it!
The Temperance Society.
All right, we have taken our 3 actions, which means it is time for the elves to act. When the elves are first revealed, we are going to reveal a number of elves equal to the number of players, but to a minimum of 3. So 3 elves are going to appear at random entry points. Roll me a d12.
D12, and I'm using my special die with Wairuru beads in it. So
love that.
Little protective seeds. So that'll be good. 4.
All right. So our first elf.
Oh god.
Appears
that's
directly.
That's a location, right?
Yep. Elf appears directly at 4.
Oh my god.
Appears at randomly entry points, so it is directly outside the window to the kitchen where you are currently standing. One of them, I can hear one of them scratching at the chimney because I rolled a 1. How the fuck did that work out? And one of them is going to appear in front of the garage door. So now these elves, and so the way that this works is we are trying to outlast these elves. These elves have a number of monstrous actions, and we can take steps to reduce those actions. I will tell us up front, these elves have 26 actions plus the 2 of us, so 28, and each one takes 2 actions per turn from the following list. So, they both are, all 3 of these elves are, going to the first elf is just gonna enter into the room. It's just gonna crawl right in and stare at you through. It's gonna crack the window. Real like dark Looney Tunes style, I think. Like we say, like a sharp fingernail cut a big circle in the window and then just push it forward and and like shimmy inside.
But a snowman. Yeah.
The second elf is going to specifically gonna just open. We hear the garage door open. Oh, great! They know how to use machinery. Good. They're elves. They make toys. That tracks.
That checks out.
Sure. That's on me. I should have seen that coming.
I can't complain about that one.
And taking both of its actions, the third elf is going to specifically just dismantle the barricade that I just set up, that I painstakingly set up.
I think it just flies down the chimney and just bounces around in the bottom of the chimney for a little bit before busting through.
Well, that was a lot of physical exertion for nothing. Great. This elf in the garage is going to move into, let's see, Brandon. Pick a card from 2 to ace, from ace to king in a deck of cards.
3.
3? All right, I'm going to set out the 3. I'm going to choose the ace because this is party of 1, and that's the 1.
That checks out.
And it's either going to move closer to you or closer to me. So I'm going to do this for a minute. Fuck. Okay. Great. So it's going to move here, and it is going to move. Perfect. It's just going to move. That elf is going to move inch closer to me and start trying to get to me. The other elf is in the room with you and is, I think, going to go on the attack.
Yeah, it's got to, right? All right.
Yeah, I think it's got to. I think it. Describe how it dives at you and deals you a wound.
Oh wait, it says. Okay. So it looks like if the elf is in a room with outsiders and none are dazzled, then it dazzles.
Sure. Okay, then it's gonna dazzle you. So it throws. Describe what happens when it throws sparkly powder at you.
Yeah. So it cuts out the snowman, and like I turn and I'm looking at it, and I'm holding like a bottle of brandy in my hands, and I'm like starting to like try to like open the thing up or do something, and it just like puts a hand up and begins making this like horrible singing sound that sounds vaguely like jingle bells, but like just at like this enormously high register.
Yeah.
And the like ice starts to go forward and it's like getting in my eyebrows and like going over my festive sweater as it sparkles, and it's like sparkling over me, and my eyes are just kind of getting wide and merry. My already probably dilated pupils are
just full of sparkles and sunshine.
I'm just having a great time. Just a big old holly jolly smile on my face.
That kaleidoscope effect right around the edges of the frame, and it's it's real magical.
Yeah, it's like I think it's Year Without a Santa Claus that has that like super trippy song that it like that the woman is singing. Is that the right one?
Yeah,
it's one of the Rankin and Bass. It has like the 70s kind of thing. That's my vision.
I love it. I love it a lot. So we're back to our turn. We're back in control. I'm taking my action right. Right now you're dazzled, which means you can only take one action, which means between the two of us we have we lose that bonus action essentially.
Oh. And you know what's also a huge bummer? My ability is about to take. Oh, wait a second. I have Born Fighter.
What does that do?
After a monster attacks, hold on, let me make sure I've got the exact wording on it, because the first time I'm doing it this turn. That's one of my abilities, one of my strengths is Born Fighter. After a foe uses their monster's act to enter the same room as you, you may use the fight act rather than waiting for your turn. Oh. Okay. So I can hit it. I can hit it technically before. Oh, I shouldn't do this though, because we've already done this. We're past this moment.
No. This is all This is pure tactics. This is using the weapons that you've got available.
Okay, great. Attacks a foe in the same attacks a foe in the same room as you. It's a desperate act, so it consumes a desperation. This means that other outsiders, not yourself, may take acts which are normally blocked by the foe and same, such as barricade or move. Foe will automatically target the last outsider who fought them. Sometimes fighting a foe harms them, sometimes not. Consult their entry. Okay. So I go back to the Wicked Elves. When a fight action is used, roll to d6.
Yep.
All right. So actually, Elf shows up. It's starting to like come at me like dazzling, and I'm starting to like it's my vision is fading in between reality and Rankin Bass style animation. And then I look down at the brandy in my hand and just take like 3 big steps forward and just swing it to try to wallop him with it.
Love it.
I'm not using the item. I'm just using it for flavor.
Yeah, give me that D6.
Because it's brandy. It's a nice flavor. That's a 3.
Flavor. Okay, that is a successful hit, which means you've done 1 damage to the elf. I will mark that with a big X.
Amazing.
On 2 of them, we take out the elf. If we take out all 3 elves, then the elves are slain. At which point, I might bring in the toy maker. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how quickly we dispatch these elves.
And actually, I then am not dazzled.
That's true.
Because it stops the action as long as they don't have a thing to avoid it. So,
okay, well then you've got your second action back.
Perfect.
I am actually using my improvised weapon, which is one of the items I came prepared with. I rolled up with some stuff. Specifically, this elf bursts out of the chimney, and I am swinging like a large, elaborate mace in a way that deeply hurts Jeff, the person that records audio for, fun and for profit. Swinging a microphone by its cable, deeply upsetting to me. But this is life and death. So I am just gonna wail on this elf with with a microphone by swinging its cable and just catching it in the head with my microphone. And that is a 5, so I'm gonna do 1 damage to this elf. And also that's gonna reduce their actions by 1, which brings them down to 21 actions.
Amazing.
Which means that we're close to outlasting and or defeating them. We each have 1 more action we can take. I think both of our desperations are down to 4 because we used the fight action.
I think I forgot that I did the
fight
scavenge.
action. Yeah, the fight actions. Well, so yeah, you did 1 for scavenge, and then the fight action always takes one as well. So we're both down to 4.
I feel a little bit like I got to throw this elf out the window. I think that's in line with
that feels right.
I think that's in line with my character. I think that's what my character would do.
Sure, it's just what your character would do.
It's just what my character would do. I think I've whacked this thing, and I start to just pick it up, and it just opens its mouth, and it's got just rows of sharp teeth, just coming right at the face. And I'm gonna take a swing. I'm gonna try to by take a swing, I mean try to throw it back out the window. And that's a 6.
It is. I'm going to leave its dead body here, specifically because if we then bring in the toy maker and a toy maker after this, I think I want a dead body to be right there. You smash it through the window and it just lands kind of limply right outside. The game text describes it as the elf perishes. It does not. I thought it had described it as fading away or anything, but I think this dead body is just sort of lingering in a window.
Yeah, I think exactly. Maybe even hanging from one curled foot, curled toe shoe, hanging on the edge.
That's great. Yeah. That's really good.
And just shouting to the other room, Jeff, they're in the house.
And I am going specifically to So I've got 1 more action. We've got a shared action between us. I don't immediately feel like you know what? Actually, I've got an ability for this specifically. I have an ability specifically to help me here. Nice. And when we chose our strengths, we chose them for us ourselves. So Brandon, can I tell you a true story about Jeff as a young Jeff?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please.
I was a terror to my elementary and middle school gym classes for one specific reason. Not because I was good at the game of dodgeball. Fundamentally, the game of dodgeball requires 2 things, and I was specifically legendarily bad at one of those things. I still cannot throw a ball to save my life, but I could dodge a ball better than almost anyone, which meant that I would often be the last one there and just have people winging balls at me, and I would be dodging them until it truly pissed off so many people in my school days. So I have the agile ability. So I am going to spend a desperation, bringing me down to 3 desperation to try and get away from this second elf.
Yeah. So between the 2 of us, by the way, we are a dynamite dodgeball player. Because my ability to throw and hit something with a ball is quite good.
Oh, fuck yeah. I rolled a 4, so I don't have to spend a desperation.
Oh, nice.
Great. Perfect. I am fleeing this monster. I am not a born fighter. I do not have that dog in me. I think I hit this thing with a microphone and it just the cable snaps, it goes against a wall, and I look at it and just go, fuck. And I am fleeing with everything that I have. So I'm going to move I am gonna just tear into. You know what? I am tearing into the kitchen, just in time to see you throw an elf through the window, and you yell, "Jester, that was I know, there's one in the kitchen. I hit him with a microphone, and now we can't make a podcast. Fuck."
Amazing. And so I'm taking your shoulders, like just holding, which again, I've still got a bottle of brandy in my hands. It's just like
so funny.
My vision of you is like slowly returning back to normal. And I'm like, Jeff,
Yeah.
okay, hey, listen.
Yeah. Huh?
We can handle this. All right.
We can handle this. We can handle this. You're right. You're right.
We're 9 episodes in, you know? Like
we've how many of these Christmas scenarios have we done? You're right.
We've been attacked almost every year by something.
That's true. Yeah. A lot of these have gone horribly wrong.
Do go horribly wrong. So, like, you know.
Okay. I am going to. Do we have a bonus action? Do we want to see if we can find more supplies in this room?
Have we used both our actions? We get 2 actions, right?
Oh, we each get 2 actions and then a 5th action.
We each get 2 actions and a 5th, right?
So yeah, because so you killed you used 1 action to beat up the elf. I used 1 action to hit the elf and then flee. So you have 1 action and then we have a bonus action.
Perfect. I'm going to take a moment. Because I'm down to 3 desperation. And I'm going to activate my trait Blue Christmas.
Great.
Because Jeff, here's the real thing you might not know about me. I used to really, truly, actually dislike Christmas.
I did not know this.
Yeah, no, I was extremely Grinchy, extremely Scroogey, and was just always like deeply sad at Christmas. It was just like I couldn't ever shake that feeling. And I have now these days, Christmas is extremely happy for me, and it's a wonderful time. It's something I really enjoy, but it took a lot of time for me to kind of get there. And so I think that that just having like that there's like a that like having that moment of like here I am on Christmas. Of course I'm going to be murdered by evil elves on Christmas, you know? And like having like just like a little moment to like kind of be morose and just like, you know, you see for a moment like any fight just leave my face. And I like look down and it's like and then I like start to like look as though I'm gonna like take off the recording equipment and I go and then I like shake my head and I'm like, no, coming back to it and like no hold on, like, you know, no, we're okay, Jeff, look at me.
Yeah,
we're getting through this.
What do you got?
We're getting through this. Christmas is tough. Tough, man.
It is. I mean, it's getting tougher every year.
It is, and it's hard, but we choose to be here every day.
We chose and we chose to be here specifically
and together. And we're here to have a nice Christmas, and we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're gonna have a nice Christmas here, and like I'm gonna like pop off like the cork of the brandy and like take like a little sip, like not activating it because I don't have the actions for it, but just a little sip and like hand it over to you. Like, you know, we're here, we're having a good time. We're recording a podcast, and we're going home. We're going home when this snow is done.
We're going home. And I
get a desperation.
I'm gonna activate a special move here. I'm gonna use my other came prepared item. I crack a jar of Jen's homemade eggnog, and I take a giant swing to gain an extra action on my turn to regain 1 desperation, putting me at 5 desperation.
Nice.
I'm like, you know what? Brandon, we're not dying to some fucking elves. And no, I'm going to spend...
We're not. It's ridiculous.
I'm going to spend 2 desperation right now in a fiery rage, like in pure nog rage. In pure eggnog rage, I like, and I grab the fridge I throw it directly in front of the porch door.
Incredible.
And I think so. I grab the fridge, I throw it in the front of the porch door. This window is, and I'm gonna not do that because we know where the elves
We know
are.
where an elf is, yeah.
We don't know where the other. So I am gonna specifically block off this room so that the elves have to come a very specific way to get to us. They have to go through. This is probably, if that's the kitchen, this is probably the dining room, right? That makes sense.
That sounds good to me.
They would have to go through the dining room to get to us specifically. Or doning room.
That's the doning room.
This motherfucker wrote doning room.
Was the Grink there?
The Grink was there. There's the Grink. He's in the doning room. They have to come through the dining room into the kitchen, which means that we are ready to mount like a united attack specifically.
Yeah.
And we've still collectively got one more action between us.
You know what? I also have my great exertion. We could both take another action if we want.
We could. I think I'm gonna. Did you survey or did you search in this room?
So I scavenged.
You scavenged. Okay.
But I will say, with the festive items, it's the surveying and scavenging is the same, I think.
I think that we should make a call between the two of us if we think. I think because you scavenged on it.
Yeah.
We should call the festive items scavenging.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to roll a survey to see if I can find anything ordinary in this room.
Oh, wait. So what I was saying was that the festive table says you can use it to survey or scavenge.
Right.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, I was saying. I think we should between the two of us make a call of which of those makes more sense. And since we've already used it to scavenge, I think we call it. It
perfect.
Says survey or scavenge. I'm interpreting that as we choose one, and I think we chose scavenge. So I'm gonna survey in this room, which means we can now no longer find anything else. Brandon,
perfect.
Are you gonna? I don't know if you're gonna believe. You know what? I don't know if you're gonna believe what I just rolled in the apparent.
It's a bottle of liquor.
It is in fact a bottle of spirits. Great.
That's incredible.
Brandon,
I cannot believe it.
I'm beginning to think maybe we packed too much alcohol for this trip.
Yeah, the weirdest thing is I actually left my duffel bag in room 8.
I'm beginning to think that maybe we packed for a 2-hour recording for a 1-day trip. We've maybe packed too much alcohol for 2 people.
Well, we were probably going to play a game afterwards.
We were going to play a game for like us. We might have invited some people over. You know, you want people to have options. You don't want to be like, this is the one thing we're drinking all night. You know.
In some ways, it's better to have more options because it shows that you were able to choose to not have all of it.
And it means that we are good hosts. Like we're good hosts. You know, I will not be reflecting on this decision is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Great.
That is wild, especially because we established in the backstory that we'd already had at least one bottle of nog.
This is so funny that we keep finding more.
Are we at 5?
I had a bottle of eggnog.
Mm-hmm.
You found a bottle of brandy. I found an extremely strong 9-year aged eggnog. And now we found an additional bottle of, I'm going to say this is New Jersey bog wine.
And we had already established that we'd been having eggnog while we were sitting down.
So that is 5 bottles between the two of us.
5 bottles between the two of us.
This is the 5th bottle that we have found in the ski lodge today.
That's incredible.
Beginning to think that we've perhaps brought too much, but you know what? That's for when we're not being bombarded by elves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brandon, what is your second action?
You know what? I hate to barricade, but I think I've got to. I'm gonna barricade. Because wait. It's only these 3.
It's only these 3. And then and then depending on time, I'm thinking we'll probably fight this other guy after.
You know what? I'm actually not gonna use my ability yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we've surveyed and we've scavenged. So like basically I'm gonna, born fighter, just get ready to I'm standing. I'm like squaring up at the door.
Okay. Then the elves are going
'Cause I
to
think I
make
can do
their
that more than
move.
once.
Elf 1 moves here. Elf 2 moves there. Elf 1 is going to move into the room with us. I'm going to I specifically have moved our index card so that you're in the front.
So I'm in
Specifically
front?
because I think I do fully just like push you in front and I'm like, fight, you fight.
Yeah, and I'm ready. I'm ready.
And this
I
elf
took
is going to
one fighter
settle
for a reason.
This elf is going to settle directly into this barricade to try and tear this barricade apart.
God.
But that's the plan. That's exactly what we want to happen.
Yeah, perfect. Exactly. We're lined up. So I'm gonna fight it right now, bringing me down to desperation 3, no matter what happens, and giving this thing a roll. I rolled a 3. Oh, that's
On
good.
a 3.
That's good.
That's a good.
Right? On a 1 to 2, the
How,
effect is
describe to me how you finish off this elf.
oh my gosh, I finished it up. Okay. So we're in the kitchen. And there is just like a huge, like a way too big, garish statue of Santa. And it's like one of those like kind of like ceramic-y ones. It looks really expensive. It looks like it's like one of those, like a really nice thing that's been like held since like the 1950s. And the elf comes in and I just shove it onto the elf just immediately. And it just like crashes onto it, shatters everywhere. Elf crushed beneath it.
That's great. That's great. Elf is crushed underneath it, which means that we're back to us. I think that I am feeling so fired up that I'm spending my 2 actions to run around this barricade into this room, which is not the brightest decision, but you know what? It's all right. It's all good, and I'm just going to slug this elf in the head, and it's going to work perfectly.
We're doing great. We're doing amazing.
We're doing amazing. We're doing great. I'm so feeling good. Brandon, what are your actions this turn? I think I fully you see me get so fired up, I rip my eggnog sweatshirt, revealing the dress shirt underneath. Because I'm wearing layers. It's cold.
Of course.
I tear out of the room and you just hear like the sounds of tackling, giggling, screaming, and smashing of glass in the other room.
And I'm gonna go ahead and rip off my ugly sweater sleeves. Just to get my arms more chance to move. And I'm gonna use my 2 movements. I'm coming and joining you. I'm going 1, 2.
Beat this elf to death.
Yeah, there's like a nice little table there that has the leg lamp. And so I'm gonna just like grab that and swing it at this elf and get a 5. So crash.
This elf goes down.
Thunk. How's that for fragile?
Get him. All right. Well, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Well,
that wasn't bad.
That was not bad at all.
I wasn't bad.
Now this guy with the mustache in the window, what's his deal?
I think that's the Airbnb guy.
Is that the Airbnb guy? All right.
He's gonna be
hi.
pissed.
Hello.
Hey, I'm sorry. There were elves.
Oh no, he's got blood. He's got a bloody apron and he's holding a knife and he's doing a power drill into the I think that's not the Airbnb.
I don't think that's the Airbnb guy.
If it's the Airbnb guy, it's not a great Airbnb.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and just 2 stars. Because I mean, like either way, we got attacked by wicked elves.
I mean, it's a nice space. I don't want to give it 1.
Space. I'm not gonna give it 1. Like 2 stars.
Oh.
Okay.
God. Oh God, no.
Oh God, what's gonna happen now?
Oh God. I rolled the entrance that he's entering through.
Yeah.
And I need you to note that a big thing for this particular monster is that he needs to be around dead bodies, and we just happened to leave a real pile of dead bodies in the kitchen where he just climbed through the window, dragging one of them with a big latex glove hand, slaps it on the ground, and oh fuck, ah shit, that's not great.
On the plus side, it does need barricades to do the thing.
Yeah. Oh, he does. Right? I mean, he does.
Yeah, this is not good.
Not great.
Okay. So It's our turn, right? Or
It
it
is his turn now because we just acted. So he's going to take 2 actions, which means that what's the reaction when he barricades himself in the kitchen?
That's hilarious.
He breaks in and we just start hearing drills and like okay. I mean he locked himself in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
it, right?
cool with that.
Yeah.
I think
okay. Sure.
Okay. We're not going in there, right? We're leaving.
No.
It's a blizzard out, but like
I'm not going in there.
We do still have to record this episode.
I gotta okay, hold on. I got a backup wire, my backpack. Let me plug that in. Let me just he's really going at it with those power tools, huh?
Yeah, he's really he's really going.
Let me capture like 10 seconds of room tone just so that we've got it and we can just mute that on the back end.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's gonna come in here with two toys immediately.
Sure enough. He has taken his other.
I almost don't know how we can act in a way that makes sense that isn't us sitting down and recording the podcast.
Yeah, I think that there's not so okay, then here's actually then I think here's what it says we can take 1 or 2 actions a turn. So I think that we each take an action turn. Frankly, I'm bumping my desperation up by 1 because I have the personality trait social butterfly, and I truly think that it cuts to us just Brandon, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so happy that we're here. I'm just so excited.
My gosh. I'm so happy to be here. It's so nice. Like there is something about sitting down with you to record this game. We've done it 7-8 times. I'm sure every single time you listen to this recording, I'm saying the exact same thing. It is just such a joy to just get together and get jolly and merry with you.
Yeah. So today we're playing today we are doing a very special holiday themed adventure of Feast of Legends, which is the role playing game brought to us by our friends at Wendy's.
Incredible.
This is going to be just a really wonderful experience. How excited are you? What are you excited about today?
Oh my gosh, I'm just here to baconate, to just baconate in it, you know?
'Tis the season for baconating, you know?
Mm-hmm. And the new eggnog flavored baconator is
it's great.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know what, like, here's the thing, and this is why I treasure you as a friend and why you are someone that I love and admire. It would have been real easy to make the decision to go the eggnog flavored Frosty, which is specifically a frozen treat. But the eggnog flavored bacon, way funnier.
Honestly, they probably made an eggnog Frosty.
There's no way that doesn't come out like next week.
Jeff, I just want you to know, it literally did not occur to me. Like, there was zero thought in my mind that Wendy's would make an eggnog.
So that...
just put it in the burger.
Just put it in the burger. So recording this podcast is going to push my desperation up to 4, and that's going to be my action for this turn.
All right, perfect. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and survey. Okay. I think because have we surveyed this room?
We have. Let me remind myself if we surveyed this room. I think that we have surveyed this room.
Okay, so I can't do that.
Actually, did I survey or did I? I think I surveyed. Because I got an improvised. Oh no! Right, I got the bottle of spirits from the other room, and then I got the.
Oh, you know what? You know what I really should do actually. I should also do some refreshing. Because I'm down to 2.
Great.
What are my things? Impulsive and Blue Christmas. You know, I think oh wait, I can only use one once. I can only use it once, right?
I think this counts as impulsive. It's just kind of sitting down to be like, all right, podcast
time. Here we go. This is impulsive. I decide we're done with all this issue. We're done with this. I go ahead and like I put the brandy down. I like roll it off to the side. No wait. Let's go for real. I drink the brandy. I don't have any wounds. There's no need for me to do this. There's no mechanical benefit.
We're cracking the brandy.
There's no benefit.
We're drinking. We're enjoying.
Pouring it in. Yep. I have spent my item for no reason.
What does that get you?
It removes a wound.
Great.
We don't have any wounds, so I'm just wasting it to waste it. Yep. What do we think? Should we actually lose it? We should actually lose it, right?
I think I'm gonna say that because this is a scene. I don't think you need to lose it, but I think you drinking it, like cracking our survival brandy, feels impulsive.
Yeah. So now I have to hold it upright.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, great. So then it comes down to multiple monsters' turns,
What a bad
which
time.
is great.
Yeah.
The toy maker on its turn gets to take 3 actions. That's so many. No, it's 2 actions per turn.
2 actions.
Well, the first action, again, we are deep in podcasting. We're living the Feast of Legends. The toy maker has fully converted both of these elves into walking mechanical toys, which is a nightmare.
There's just like whirring and screaming from the other room, but we got it on we got it on background sound.
We're fine. We did audio capture.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, what's the other action that I think he's gonna do? I think he shows up does he show up in the room with us?
I kind of think, because he can't get to any other bodies, right?
Yeah, he can't. The other body is in the room with us, so I think that he is going to.
Oh wait, here we go. Skips along, moving towards either the closest body or the most wounded outsider.
That's all. Okay, then that tells me.
Yeah.
There's a barricade blocking his path. So he is going to. So the fridge that we threw in front of this door, as we watch it with one hand, he gently lifts it up, places it back, and walks into the room with us and like starts doing surgical work with power tools on this elf. Immediately the most viscerally upsetting thing to see, hear, and smell that is conceivable.
And I'm gonna go ahead and born fighter him.
Great.
I'm getting so much use out of this.
That's great.
Yep, that's gonna bring me from a 3 to a 2. Good thing I just did that. And I'm going to throw my bottle of brandy at the toy maker to set him on fire. Hopefully. Because that's what the brandy can do. You can either remove one wound without using an act, or set it alight and throw it at a foe in the same or an adjacent room. So we're in the middle of play. The toy maker carefully lifts up the barricade, comes on in, and I just pick up the brandy, swing it across the already blazing chimney, and just hurl it at the toy maker. Which removes 1 monster's act from the foe's pool, both on this turn and at the end of next turn.
Okay, great. He's down to 9 actions. There are also 2 toys with 10 actions each.
Oh my god.
It catches him, it lights on fire. He is unfazed as he works on this, and we hear the obliteration of this barricade that the toy maker put into place. And these toys take how many actions apiece? They take 3 actions apiece.
Oh my god, seriously?
So 1 action, so that is 1 action to so that puts them at 7 actions apiece. And they specifically, the first action is destroying a barricade. 2 actions, 3 actions. This toy walks into the room, and it is it's like hopping into the room because I guess safety check in for body horror, which is always the thing you're excited to say on the Christmas episode.
I love it. I'm in.
Great. Jack-o'-lantern made out of the dead body of an elf is like, or not jack-o'-lantern, Jack in the Box. Hopping and jumping, dead body is leaping towards us. fuck. I really thought we were going to be able to play the Wendy's game. Damn it. And 1, 2, and I think it's going to attack me. I think it's just what's about to happen.
If that one's going to attack, I'm going to try to hit it first. I'm going to spend a desperation. I'm down to 1 desperation. And I'm gonna do let me see, do I roll for this one? Use the fight or psychosis, roll 1d6 on a 4 to 6. The player may choose which direction the toy moves on the toy's next use of clockwork rather than it being decided randomly. Okay.
Oh, I have to, then actually, we don't actually know if these toys make it in here. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
We have to go back and reevaluate because they have to like walk around.
Oh, okay.
So actually, they're both at 10. So ignore everything I said up to this point. I'm leaving it in the episode, but ignore everything I said up to this point.
Oh, I
because
see.
We have to
to
confirm if they, so they're either going to walk on to this first toy A. I'm going to write toy A and toy B so that we know. Okay. Now we're
Can I just say,
gasoline.
this is so, I'm finally starting to like click together the pieces on how you go through the actions. This is so fascinating. So elegant. This is fascinating.
This is so cool. This is so fucking cool. I love this game a whole lot. The way that it like mechanizes their actions and like builds them into processes.
It's cool.
It's very computer, but like it feels it's got a very mechanical like understanding, and like once you click into that, it really brings me a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is incredible.
So, the toy is in a room that the toy is not in a room with outsiders, which means we have to roll clockwork step. On a 1 or 2, the toy moves 1 room through the leftmost internal doorway from the direction it entered the room. 3, 4, the rightmost doorway. 5 to 6, towards the closest outsider, which means on a 3 through 6, it is going to follow the toy maker's path, punch through the fridge, and walk straight into the room. On a 1 or 2, it's going to go into the dining room and take the long way around, which will buy us some time.
Yeah.
So 1A that is a 3. So it is going to walk. So the first toy walks up to this barricade, takes its action, tears this thing down, takes its action, and now you can throw a punch at it.
But it doesn't have any actions left, right?
It has 1 action left, so you can cancel it out if you born fighter it, or you can let it hit. You can let it swing. But also, I have at least 1 healing. Like I've got my extremely strong eggnog, which will heal a wound, and also. I have 2 separate bottles of alcohol that will heal wounds. So like, don't spend your desperation if you don't need it.
I think I'm gonna hold off for now, as much as I hate to.
I'm fine with that. Just
because like I think otherwise I'm gonna die in here.
That's fine. You do your thing. I'm gonna
swiping blows. If the mechanical toy entered or exited a room containing outsiders during clockwork step, discounting those who have been mangled or at risk of being struck by wild blows from the toy. At the end of the mechanical toy's turn, add all such outsiders' cards to a deck and draw 1 randomly. This outsider takes 1 wound.
So it just comes in swinging. It comes in swinging its body in a jack-in-the-box, and one of us is taking a wound immediately.
Yeah, and I think I can't block that. I don't think I can stop that.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it looks like it's part of it.
All right.
During clockwork step.
I'm taking a wound.
Oof. Sorry, Jeff.
And then it's gonna try and mangle me.
Okay. No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. And that changed my mind. I'm down to 1 desperation.
Because it will kill me. It will kill me.
Yeah. I did not roll high enough to choose the direction the toy moves.
Okay.
So I rolled a 2.
So that means that you still take an action from it.
Yes.
And you stop its action. So it's down to 7 actions. You block it from murdering me, which is great.
You. Yeah. Which is a good thing. That's a very good thing.
The other toy, the other toy is also walking in here.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez.
So it gets its first action without me getting to stop, without anything stopping
and
it.
It's dealing you a wound immediately. But I think I am. I think I'm gonna. It's a simple act. I gotta wait until my turn to do it. So it's gonna try and mangle one of us. Unless you've got desperation, as Ben.
I've got 1 desperation. What happens if you run out of desperation?
If you run out of desperation, a very specific thing happens. Where is it? It is.
When it loses all desperation, they're exhausted. They're immediately limited to 1 act per turn.
1 act per turn. If they take a wound or lose further desperation, they die.
Okay. And escape takes a desperation.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw you my bottle of bog. I'll have to wait till my turn, but we can freely pass items between ourselves. So I will hold on to this until the turn. But fuck. Okay.
I should attack it, right? Should I attack it?
I think you should attack it.
I think I kind of have to.
I think you gotta.
Because otherwise it's gonna take one of us out.
It's gonna kill one of us if you don't.
Yeah. I rolled a 4, so I can decide the direction it goes.
Okay. And that's gonna take an action. That's also gonna stop it, which is very important.
Yeah. I'm now to 0 desperation. I am exhausted.
Okay, great. You get to decide where it's gonna walk next. You can decide to send it into the dining room, into we'll call this the TV room.
I'm thinking the dining rooms. I'm thinking the kitchen.
That's the kitchen, the dining room.
There's twice the chance of it having to deal with a barricade.
Good idea. No, that's a great idea.
Action, right?
Great idea. Toy A is going to walk into... So on its next turn, we'll put it here in the doorway. It's going to walk into the kitchen on its next turn. That's great.
Yeah.
And, okay, which brings us back to our turn. Great. We have another shot at this. I am immediately chugging this bog wine. Taking this up to 2, and I'm also going to try and tend wounds on... I'm going to spend I don't have to spend a desperation because I have this extremely strong 9-year-old eggnog to try and tend wounds on you.
Oh, nice. Fantastic. So now I'm back up to 2 wounds.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we can't tend wounds while there's an enemy in the same room.
Oh, unless the medicine allows you to tend without desperation.
I can spend without spending desperation, but I can't do it while there's an enemy in the room. So I'm going to I'm going to take my other action to move into the TV or move into the garage. I'm going to run into the garage and I'm going to say, Brandon, garage.
I have no desperation. I mean, I have no.
Sure. Right. We have to try and escape this shit.
Wait, I've got this. No, it's okay. Do you have desperation?
I have desperation.
Can you get out?
I can get out.
I have great exertion.
Great. There we go. Let's go.
Right. I'm going to take a moment. And I think I'm exhausted, and I turn and I lean on the computer a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it just starts going I'll have a blue Christmas. And we just get a scene that is me dodging the toys blows in just drunken master kind of vibe of just swaying around things. As I try to just gather myself up to be dignified for a moment in this. And then I look up and I see that you're out of the room, and my back's to the door of the room, and hey, that's a beautiful, wonderful thing. And that gives me, I know I'm out of actions, but I've got 1 desperation, so I'm no longer exhausted.
But also we have a bonus. So we have a bonus action. Well,
I also have great exertion.
Right.
Once per game, take an additional act. Oh, and we have a bonus action.
Yeah. So take your additional act, great exert, get to the garage, and then I can patch you up.
Yeah. Move to, yeah, perfect. All right, so yeah, so I use my great exertion to get to the TV room by escaping. I'm back down to 0. And then I'll use bonus so I
action.
Can move.
You move, yeah. You move there. I'll just be in the TV room, and then I can hook you up with, because I can do an escape because I'm agile and I rolled a 6. I don't have to spend desperation to get into the TV room.
Perfect.
And now you're back up to 2 wounds. We're okay. We're good.
2 wounds. Yeah. I just need to get I just need to get desperation again.
Okay. The toy A walks straight. Toy A uses an action to get into the kitchen because you sent it reeling.
Mm-hmm.
We now have toy C on the field. Fuck. Don't like that.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, no, we don't have toy C because that room isn't barricaded.
Oh, you're right. He's got to barricade the room. You're exactly correct. Thank you. Great. Which actually is going to be huge because he then has to barricade he has to use both of his actions to fully barricade off the.
That's awesome. I mean, that's not
actually,
awesome. That's bad.
Oh no, there's windows
There's
too.
the chimney too.
That's phenomenal. So that's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
And 4. So he's not going to be able to really turn this elf into a toy until next turn.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, he has one less turn. He has one less action this turn because he's on fire.
So then he's only able to barricade off the. Brandon, we're really crushing this. I think that we might survive.
We might actually survive this. I am exhausted again.
I think that we might actually survive.
Yeah.
Toy A walks into the kitchen, bringing him down to 8 actions. He's going to clockwork step again. And he's going to have to go through the dining room. So that's going to be that's going to be action 2 is tearing down this one. And action 3 is walking into the dining room.
Amazing.
So that's all of Toy A. Toy B, also into the leftmost room. Great. Really great. Also going to tear down this barricade. They probably should have gone in the opposite order. And I think next time we'll play it. Well, next time I think the toy maker will learn and we'll wait.
Yeah,
but that's
that makes
one.
sense.
That's one. That's 2. And it's going to walk back into this room. Great. Great.
Hi.
Okay, great.
All right. We're back. Because I've used my great exertion, I get to roll to see if I get it back. I do not.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 desperate actions here. I'm going to take 2 desperate actions. I think that we just need to hold out until morning, which means I think that I'm just going to barricade both of these doors.
Remember that the toy maker can go through barricades.
That's a good point. We should probably give ourselves space to run
I think we need to run, right? And I can run. I can still move.
We can still move. I'm going to scavenge. You know what? I'm going to spend a point to scavenge here. That's an 11 on the festive items. What do I grab? What's an 11? Yuletide necklace. I'm throwing this. I have here a friendship necklace that I made for my friend Brandon that I had dressed, and I'm going to hand this to you. You can employ this to negate any one negative effect, which is taking wounds, crucially losing desperation, and etc.
Oh, incredible. That's fantastic.
You've got 2 actions.
Yeah, I immediately put it on. And I do you still have another action, right? Or you don't have an action?
I used I used 1 action to scavenge, so we're good. So I've got 1 more action I can take.
Okay. And am I still exhausted? I am still exhausted.
I think you're still exhausted.
I'm still exhausted. Okay. I think we need to get some distance between us and them. I think I'm going to say like we got to get to the car.
We got to get to the car.
And we head to the garage. I think it is too snowy for us to get out right now, is my understanding.
Yep. But I think if we can outlast their listed actions, then we make it through to morning and we survive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we go out, we can see, like, we just getting there gives us some space, which was kind of exactly what I was trying to do.
Yep. Okay. Toy A is going to walk in the direction close directly towards us, which I think is going to be into this hallway.
Ooh, that hallway that's 1 block, isn't it?
And I mean, that's 2.
Does it do
that's
2?
1. Is it how many rooms do they walk?
I think they move 1 and then they take the action again would take the action again.
Okay, so that's a 6. So it's coming in here. One of us is taking a wound, but we're both fully healed. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can't take a swing at it because I'm at 0 desperation.
That is true. You're going to take a wound.
All right.
And it's going to try and mangle one of us. It's going to try and mangle me.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe in you.
I believe.
And make no acts on their turn except to extricate themselves.
Adversary takes 1 move, may take no X except extricate themselves, costing 1 desperation. Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Oh my gosh.
That's fine. I got a wound. I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. Okay, so that brings good, great. Toy B is gonna move. Toy B is gonna tear down this barricade.
Well, there's that at
has
least.
truly undone all of the toy maker's work.
Incredible
and
stuff.
then
Incredible stuff.
Walk into here. And then back into here. Toy B is just kind of wandering and frankly
MVP.
making the toy maker's like more difficult.
MVP.
And the toy maker has used 4 actions to almost fully barricade this room. Can he carry a body, or is he truly just kind of is he really just sitting here?
I think he's just gonna sit. My understanding is he just sits there.
He truly just sits here.
Yeah.
That works great for me.
That's phenomenal.
That works great for us because this is a room with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entrances that he needs to barricade, and also a toy kind of rampaging around.
Each of those windows counts separately?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
He has to fully barricade the room to turn it into a workshop.
Amazing.
So this honestly could not have worked better for us.
Yeah, right?
Which brings it back to our turn. I'm going to spend a desperation to extricate myself. And how do I punch the shit out of this toy? Oh no. Okay. Roll 1d6. I'm gonna swing and I'm gonna knock this toy down. That's a 3. I don't get to dictate its next action, but it is down to 1 action, which crucially means that it is sparking and about to explode. So we need to maybe get into a different room away from it before we do anything else.
Yes. All right. So that was you.
Yeah.
Have you done all your actions?
That's my 2 actions.
That's your 2 actions.
I extricated myself and I threw a punch, which brings me down to 1 desperation.
I am exhausted. So I'm going to go ahead and roll to see if I did not get back my great exertion.
Okay. You can spend that necklace if you want to throw this punch, and then I could use the boat. No, because then you would take the wound and die. Okay, we need to work through this.
Yeah, can we work? Let's see.
Okay.
Because I've got one thing I can block.
We need to both, you need to spend an action to move. I need to spend our bonus action to move, and we need to get,
3 away.
We need to get 3 away, but this toy's in the room with us, so we would need to escape.
We need to escape first.
Okay, is there any way that we can...
I think you still have 1 move, right? You have 1 move in the bonus move?
I extricated and then I fought, so that's my 2 actions.
Okay.
I can escape, and I can potentially not use the desperation to do that.
True.
I'm going to see if that works, because then what I can... Then this guy's going to take an action, he's going to explode, and you can negate that wound.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's going to run out of actions, he's going to explode. You negate that wound with the friendship bracelet.
Yeah, assuming that I survive the... Oh. Except the mangle will happen.
No, because you're not he's already in the room.
Right.
He's already in the room, so he's not mangling anybody.
But it says if the toy's in a room with outsiders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I think we're done. I think we're done for Brandon.
I think we're done.
Yep.
I hate to see it.
Yep, but that's it. Okay.
You've got 2 actions.
I don't. I'm exhausted.
Oh, you have 1 action. Did you take an action?
I haven't taken an action yet.
Okay.
I don't know that there's a whole lot I can do. Oh no, there's a foe in the same room, so I can't tend rooms. I can't tend wounds. I can't escape because
I'm changing my actions.
Okay.
Changing my actions.
If
I can
I think you can get out if you don't attack.
I can get out if I don't attack.
I think I'm spent.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can get out if I don't attack. So I'm going to extricate myself, and then I'm going to roll to see if I can escape. And I can escape, so I'm going to move into the next room.
Use the bonus action.
Bonus action to move further. Yep. I'm going to move into, so I'm going to move 1, 2, I'm going to move into this bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my bonus action.
I've got 1 action.
You got 1 action.
And I think I just look at the toy and I say, all right, you want to dance? Let's dance. And we just get like Blue Christmas playing, and I'm like going right at it. I just like reach in and like grab a handful of gears and just start like ripping it out. Like, and there's like the sparks exploding all around me. And it's all like going in slow-mo.
And it explodes. We get the slow motion explosion. From here, Toy B is going to wander back into the TV room. It's going to wander into the hallway towards me. And then it's going to walk into the leftmost room, which I guess is this.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just wandering the hallway. Our toy maker does successfully patch this up, but crucially, I'm just going to state, so looking at the numbers here, what's going to happen now is we win. Like, there's really no actions that they can take that won't involve this toy blowing up in a hallway and this toy maker not reaching me before he runs out of actions. The dawn breaks and I make a run for the garage. So we get our closing visual is the explosion happens. The house goes up in flames. The ski lodge is ruined. And we see a car. We see a 2013 Toyota Prius puttering along, blood splattered, smoke covered Jeff in a torn eggnog sweater, solemn look on his face, just muttering, "This is why I fucking record remote."
Incredible. Oh wait. I got one last thing.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, credits roll, needless to say.
Sure.
And then we get a post credit that shows the toy maker walking into the room where I am laying slain, and he's got the podcasting equipment. And he just like reaches down and just starts shoving it into my chest cavity.
Oh no.
Yep. Turning me into a toy as well. Yep. It's gotta be.
Hate this.
It had to be.
Great. Phenomenal. Brandon, that's game. Thank you so much for playing this with me. I am overjoyed.
That was incredible. I love this game.
I love this game so much. This is so much fun. Truly, I pitched you a bunch of games, and the more I sat with it, the more I was like, I would like to just do a bunch of like the weird kind of tactical horror and sort of that moment when you're like, one of us isn't making at this.
Yeah, that was oh my God, that was a great moment.
Great moment. I feel really happy
this
with
is incredible.
What was your favorite moment from play?
Oh my gosh, I can hardly even say. You know what I think it was? I think it was when we rolled the toy maker's location, and he just came into the worst possible room. And like both of us knew
spot.
Yeah, because like both of us were like looking at his stats and knowing like, oh, this is not like a thing that we get out of, right?
Yeah.
like at that moment, that roll determined that there wasn't a way that we could possibly end it fully successfully.
That roll is the thing that determined.
That was incredible.
I think it's like that was the roll. I was like, I don't think both of us are making it out of this.
Every subsequent roll after that, like none of that. There was no world. Incredible. I love this.
This was so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for continuing this beloved tradition.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
What a treat.
Just, it's been such an incredible joy through all these years, and I treasure so much our friendship. And I treasure so much the opportunity to do this. And I don't play a lot of games. So sitting down with you and getting a chance to play is so nice. Thank you.
Of course. I look forward to when I look at the calendar and I see the blank spot that I set aside for play a game with Brandon. I look forward to this every single year.
Me too.
It is a treasure. Brandon, thank you so much for joining us as always. I have finished my eggnog, or else I got just enough left to give a toast and say Merry Christmas, my friend.
Merry Christmas. And as always, please say Merry Christmas to future Jeff as well for me.
You know that I will. Future Jeff, take it away. And Brandon says Merry Christmas. Thanks, past me. And thanks, Brandon. Nobody ever really, acknowledges me. Merry Christmas, past Brandon and present Brandon. If you can't tell, that game put a really big smile on my face. That was something special. Be sure to head to stoneshore.itch.io for more information about Blood Yule, as well as the base game Bar the Windows, Bolt the Doors. And then, I'm not going to plug my shit. You can find it on the other episodes. It's Christmas. What I will say is, if you're listening to this episode and you've got the time and or money, please donate to your local bail fund, mutual aid fund, or nonprofit organization. National orgs are great, but it's important to be part of change within your local community. Party of One is, as always, produced and edited by Jeff Stormer and Jen Frank. Music for this episode comes from the song The First Noel by Lizna, and the Party of One logo is by Evan Rowland. And with all that said, until next year, thank you for listening. Remember to fight the forces of fascism every single day. Remember that self-love and self-care, especially during the holidays, are radical and defiant acts of resistance. And until we meet again, party on, and happy holidays.